Hi guys, it's me, Gina. You can see I have my hair down today. I decided to straighten it because I haven't done it in a while. So today I'm going to do this in two parts because of the problems I was having. So first I'm going to start off with my face. For the first video, second video, we'll go on to the eyes. And I am going to kind of pull it back a little bit on the crease color that you saw, and probably the outer V a little bit as well. So, because I think it was a little too dark because I had some interruptions and I was like, get this done as fast as possible, and it didn't turn out the way it should have. So, we're going to start off because now the primer that I'm using is L'Oreal Paris Magic Anti-Redness. You don't need much of this, but you can still see that I have redness on my face, on my cheeks. It makes it really difficult when I put blushes on, contouring powder on my face, because it makes me look like I have more on than I do. And so sometimes I end up putting too much foundation on to cover that up. But thanks to my husband, like I showed you yesterday, I have green concealer. Yay! Takes care of redness. So I'm going to use my palette here. It's foundations and bottom row is concealer. I'm going to go ahead and use a foundation brush for this rather than a technical brush for, I'm blanking out here. Instead of a brush for this stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Here, I haven't used this yet, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Okay. Concealer brush. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. My goodness, Gina, what's wrong with you today? I'm just tired. Sorry. So, see, I can already tell the difference just by that little bit that I'm putting on my face. I mean, I barely put any on the brush. Like, you can't even see that I put anything on this brush, and this stuff does work good. So let's get a little bit more on there. Get rid of that redness. I'm going to need a little bit for my nose, I think, as well. It's just a concealer brush it's like I need to do a big area, so why use a small concealer brush when you can, just use this foundation brush, since it's a pretty big, those are pretty big pots there. So let's put a little on my nose, and my nosy. Got my sister makes fun of all the time, which is very nice. Anyways. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to put this brush to the side. Now I have all my brushes out from yesterday. Wow, look at that. I mean, that made a pretty big difference. This is my brush cleaner. And I actually bought this at Sephora. However, this is not Sephora brush cleaner. I have saved the bottle, and I make homemade brush cleaner. I take shampoo, conditioner, alcohol, not like tequila, but rubbing alcohol, and I mix that with water and just shake it all up, and bam, you have your basic same stuff that's in a brush cleaner. And there is a really good way of cleaning brushes. using, I think it's olive oil, some type of oil. I don't know. I know about it. I could probably do a video on that. But what I do with this is I take Kirkland baby wipes. I know, this is like, huh? What are you doing? So not what you're supposed to do. But this is how I do it, and it works for me. Everybody has their way of cleaning their brushes, and this is how I do it. And it just helps because I have a nice wet, wipe that I can wipe my brushes off real quick if I need to. If I make a mistake, I can use a baby wipe to take whatever I made a mistake on. So I just spray it. I don't want to get any of that on the screen. And just kind of douse, make sure it's nice and damp. I kind of overdid it there, but whatever. Everything's falling over. I also have a paper towel, so if I need to wipe off any brushes. So I used 2. I've already, like I said, I've primed my face. I used 2. So much stuff on the table. I use a foundation and a BB cream. First, I put on the foundation. It's Revlon Color Stay Foundation and Natural Beige. So I'm going to shake it up. This is totally almost gone. I did use the BB cream by itself. It's pretty dark, and I'm in that like range that doesn't exist. So I'm either too dark or too light. So I've been mixing these, and I'm about ready to throw this one away and go into my next one. I might just get the light BB cream and then mix the 2 BB creams, because I think I really like how the BB cream turns out. Like when I did just BB cream, my complexion was amazing. So let's just put like dots. Like you want to make sure you always get underneath your chin, and you're going to go pretty far down. And just place it. I like strategically place my foundation. It has to be exactly on this spot. And today I think because I don't have, so you can't even really see the foundation on my finger, I'm going to put a little bit more BB cream on today because my foundation wasn't really showing up, and so my skin was looking kind of weird yesterday on camera. But I gotta, like today I didn't use as many lights, so, but my makeup mirror, I mean, it's like practically lighting of a studio. It's crazy. That's where all this light's coming from mostly, is my makeup mirror. But if I turn it off, I could possibly make a boo-boo. And I don't want to make a boo-boo. I already made boo-boos yesterday. 2 of them. So then I just wipe my finger off on that little baby wipe. I get my BB cream, which is the Garnier, like I said, Garnier, the Garnier BB cream and Skin Renew Miracle Skin Perfector in deep medium. I actually asked a guy in the store, I had the light and this, and said, what color do I look more like? And he said this one. And then when I put a bunch of it on my face, no. But I mean, I had like flawless skin though, so so I'm gonna put a pretty good amount, just mix right with, sorry, I talk in front of, right with that foundation. Like I said, I'm putting a little bit more on today so I don't look as funky on camera. So in real life I might be a little bit too dark today, but oh well. Such is life. You're either too little or too much. And put it directly on the spots that you did before. This needs to be cleaned up. I'm gonna clean it. Ooh, that's a lot. I might need to get another towel. Okay, now most people, most makeup artists will tell you that the best way to put foundation on is by, using a beauty blender. Now, yeah, I agree, but because like you have to wet it and everything, it kind of does make your face very dewy, and I am getting where my skin has been really dry because when I lived in Southern California, you know, it's not as dry down there. It's, even though it rains like 24/7 here, you wouldn't believe how dry it can get. My skin's been super dry, so I kind of want, like, not too much dew, like I want to be a little bit more matte. My hair is in the way today. I should have pulled it back. So we're going to blend that together, and you're going to go as far down on this, and you're doing your, like, underneath your chin and neck. You don't want to have that line like you did back in high school where everybody had orange lines on their face. Yeah, we all did it. That's okay. I remember when, because me and my husband, we've been together since I was in high school, and one time I like way overdid it with the makeup, and he was like, yeah, and he's very honest and likes to, you know, tell you like it is. So I'm going to put it on my chin, blend it, and kind of stiffle it on. Sorry, I know it's like, and it takes a little bit, and you know, it's okay to put it like over your eyes, on your eyebrows, because you should really always color in your eyebrows, because most of us do get like blank spots in our eyebrows. Pick one shade color that is lighter than your hair. When it comes to colors for your eyebrows. Now, most people for their eyebrows use, you know, an eyebrow set or something. I actually use gel liner. Okay, get that over the nose. Let's mix this before I start blotting. Stipple, stipple, stipple. I just need it to be in a medium range. See, that looks a little bit better than yesterday. It's a little bit darker. Stipple, 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 stipple. It's so funny how much my son hates makeup. He's 8 years old. He won't even let me kiss him if I have lipstick on. He actually had a dream about like big red lips coming at him. Like, he hates lipstick. So sometimes, like, if I don't have lipstick on, and he'll think I do, and he won't want to kiss me, I'll tell him, no, I promise, Mommy does not have lipstick on. Just to get the kid to give me a kiss. Most of the time he just kisses me on the cheek, because he doesn't want lipstick. So that looks a little better than yesterday. The lighting is, let's see. Yeah, now that's a little bit better than yesterday. So I usually go ahead and clean the foundation brush right after I use it. And just, I mean, look, I mean, it takes it right off. I've had these brushes well over a year, and they're still practically brand new. A lot of the brushes in that brush set I haven't even used because I have like 10,000 brushes, and then you have your favorites. So there's brushes in there that I might totally love that I haven't tried. So I'm gonna have to play around with some of them. Maybe we can do like a brush day and try every brush that I own. Sometimes I think like brushes just appear, like my brushes have babies, because I find brushes in there that I'm like, where did you come from? I don't remember even buying you. I found one the other day when I was putting shadow under my lower eye. I'm like, where the heck did this thing come from? Yeah. But that's me. If I find something I don't have and it's a good deal, I'm gonna buy it. Now, I used a different brush for my contouring, and I didn't really care for the way it turned out yesterday, so I'm going to use a different brush today. I am going to actually use a blush or contouring brush, an angled blush brush. This one is by, I got it at Costco, and it's technically, it's made by a beauty brand. I just can't pronounce it. It starts with a B, but I always just say just Kirkland. But well, actually, I want to do my face powder next. So the powder I use for my face is the Palladio rice powder. So, and like with this one as well, you don't need very much. I just want to get rid of some of the shine that I have on my face from the BB cream. Just and put it mainly in my T-zone. So this is another Kirkland brush. It's a round, down, fluffy brush. Very nice. I don't get any hairs that fall out or anything. The other Kirkland set I have, it kind of falls out a little bit more. This one does not. So I just put on the tops of my cheeks, kind of under my eyes, my forehead, just like the T-zone. I mean, I could still see a little redness, so I could have probably put a little bit more on there. I don't need to do this. But, you know, that concealer worked really well. I always get shine right here. My smile lines. I need some Botox up in them smile lines so my face won't move. Okay. How does that look? It looks a little bit shiny, but I don't want to get too like dusty and powdery because of my skin being super duper dry. So I'm gonna put that away, and now we'll get to the contour. And I'm gonna keep this brush out. You always keep that out. Any fallout you want to have on, you want to have a brush like that on hand at all times. So let's get to contouring, and I absolutely love this. I could not get this when they came out. I was so upset. It's the MAC Disney collection. This is the MAC what's it say? Venomous Villains, and it's actually a mineral powder, and I keep it in the box because this stuff will make the worst mess in the world if it were to fall out, and I would be very not happy. But it's Cajun. The name of it is Cajun. And who we got there? Shadow Man! Shadow Man. I'm like a Disney freak. I used to go basically every week when I lived in California. I can't even watch a Disney commercial without like getting emotional. It's kind of stupid and sad, but you know, I lived in California almost my whole life, so I love it here. I do, but you know, it was hard moving when you've lived in the same place for, you know, 30 some odd years, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be so far away. But okay, so we're gonna do this. Just you're gonna make your fish face, and you want to do it because you can already see my face. I have a fat face, so you can see where it's dipping in. I'm gonna sculpt that a little bit more, kind of thin me out, and I'm gonna actually make the brush where the angle is. I want it thinner down here, going fatter up here. So I got this. Probably use a little bit more, but like I said, you don't want to go too crazy with this color because it's pretty potent. Tap off the excess before you put on. Comes off a little bit orange, so be careful. Okay, that's enough. So I'm going to go ahead and just start this side with what I already have. And then when you're done, you're going to be going back in and using that big brown dome fluffy brush to kind of blend everything on your face together. Ooh, that's dark. Oh yeah, come off. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit under sides of my face, top of the forehead, and those are going to all be blended out. So if it's a little on the dark side, don't worry, you can always blend and blend and blend until your skin just falls right off. Okay, before I clean this brush, I want to put this powder away, because if it falls off the table, yeah, we're gonna have a problem. Oh my gosh, see, that's like way dark. So I'm gonna actually blend that out right now. It's amazing how different it looks on camera with all the lighting than it does in real life. Sure, I can't talk right now. Okay, and I realized I kind of skipped a step because I'm not used to doing the video thing yet. I'll get the hang of it. I like to put my eye primer on before I do my face because I want my eye primer completely dry when I do my eyes. I get all itchy like when I'm not supposed to, like when you're in public or people are looking at you and you don't want to scratch your face For some reason, like, my face just starts to itch, and I'm not having any kind of allergic reaction to anything. It only does that when it shouldn't do it. So let's get my hair. Sorry, I have big ears. And I am using, for my eyes, the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. One of the best out there. The other best is definitely Urban Decay's Primer Potion. Not too keen on the purplish one. I would use that more of a base color if you're going to be wearing a color of that color family, because it's pretty like shimmering and almost like a purplish tint. So I put this on my pinky, and I literally just with your fingers, because it helps when you use your fingers. You can use a brush. Like if I get my nails done and my nails are too long for me to do it with my fingers, I use a brush. But it's best to use your fingers. Or if I need to, like if I put too much on, I can kind of smooth it out with the brush. And I'm almost out of this one. No, but I have so many primers, it's ridiculous. So I'm not worried about it. Let's get the other eye. And I tried to fix my eyebrows today. They're like never even. I normally get them threaded because when I do my eyebrows, one is always a different shape than the other, and I tried shaping them again today, and so they're a little bit better. Good, this is a good one. Okay. Now just clean your fingers off with your little, see, that's why I love this. It's like, psh, cleans all stinking everything. What do I do with the lid? Oh, right there. Okay. Alrighty, now we're going to go in with our blush. Today I'm using a cream blush. It's the only cream blush I have right now. I really would like to try more because, I mean, this is like, you know, CoverGirl, and I know that NYX apparently makes a really good one, and there's some other brands that make some really, really good cream blushes. So, but this is, I'm not saying I don't like this. I do like this. That's why I want to get more. So it's CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless, and you can see the Olay in there mixed with the color. It's kind of a, when you look at it, it almost looks like a little bit tan, but it's like a pinkish peach color when you actually put it on. So use these two fingers, just dab a little bit. Now it's cracking. I don't know why. It's not that old. Shouldn't really be cracking, but you're gonna smile and you're gonna put this just on the apples of your cheeks. Do it. And go back. Okay, to the other side. You know, kind of take it back. You're kind of blending it backwards. Everything kind of goes back. Sorry if I talk funny. Okay. So, and this little wonderful thing, like normally I would take a beauty blender to blend that out, but this came with a little sponge, which I thought was awesome. As you can see, it's been used. And I just pat it to kind of mute it down a little bit. On both sides. Boom! Love it. Ooh, that. Wow, the contouring really looks a lot darker than it actually is. Now we're gonna drop lipstick. No, I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna do our highlight color. I am using a highlight. Let's clean this brush real quick. Your blush brush. Put that away. I'm not gonna need it again. And if I do, I have another one. Yay! I think I have a few of them. But I use, and I've been keeping everything in boxes now when I buy makeup. I don't know why. I'm starting to get anal about my makeup. So it's Bobbi Brown Shimmer Palette and Party! Ooh, ooh. See? Silver and gold. However, it's not as, I'll do some swatches. They're not as dark as it like you would think. Yeah, not too dark. And I'm going to use a fan brush. There's so many different ways. Like a lot, I use eyeshadow all the time to use as my highlight. Like even on that color palette for my eyes, that white, if you use just the tiniest bit, it would make a fabulous highlight. But those, like I said yesterday, those palette or the shadows on that palette are potent. You do want to be careful. You know, definitely test them out before you do a video. And I did. It's just I had so many distractions. Okay, so this is my fan brush that I'm going to be using for this, because I don't want too much of this, because I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, she's like glowing, oh, and it's just crazy. So I want both colors in there. So I take the fan and I literally fan it over both colors just a little bit, kind of tap it, and I just, from the tops of the cheekbones, just back and forth. Just so I had the littlest, you know, I got a little bit of shimmer in, you know, on the top there for some good lighting. And again, we're gonna party. Ooh, ooh, go and do a party. I wish I was really going to a party, but I'm not. I'm gonna clean house later. Sorry. I have to keep myself entertained when you're home alone. It's fun. Hair. Not used to it being down. So that's that. Now we're going to go ahead and put that away. It has a little plastic thing that I forgot to put over it yesterday. So I'm putting it on it now. So let's stick it back in there, put it away. We'll see you another time. Bobbi Brown, Shimmer Breaking Party. You rest well. Thank you. Thank you for all your help. First, let's clean off our fan brush. Some brushes I clean right after use. Some I wait, like with the eye colors, I wait to clean those till I'm totally done. Because you know, when you're doing your eyes, you want to make sure you got it exactly the way you want it. So, where is the thingamajob? Here it is. And I always, you know, because you want stuff to keep its shape. So the little plastic thingies that they come in, make sure you keep them. Don't get rid of them. Because see, it keeps its shape. And I love this. I got this for Christmas last year, the year before. And it's got, I don't want to, every brush you could ever possibly need. Let me hold that up. Most of them I have not used. I use mainly the face brushes, so like I said, I need to play around with the brushes because I'm sure that there's some awesome brushes in there that I haven't used. I just get to where it's like, I know it works for this, I know it works for that, and I kind of stick with it, and technically not using what I have. And I'm sorry, I have to get oh, can you tell I'm new at this? Somebody put this far away because I left everything out. Okay, I'm gonna need that. So this is another brush set I got. This is where the big fluffy brush comes with. It's also from Kirkland. Bunch of brushes, which I'm going to be using some of these today instead of some of the other. For my crease, I'm going to be using a brush in here instead of the brush I'll show you that I did use. But now you want to like blend everything you just did. You kind of want to blend it all together. So let's blend that again. Blend the contour in there with the cheek. You don't want to go over it, but you definitely want it to be, you know, and then kind of blend out the highlight. Let's really blend that together. Look like Dory from Finding Nemo. Okay, that's better, much better as far as, here, I'll turn this off. See, much better. Okay, we're almost done with the face, and then I'm going to stop this and do another video to start with the eyes. Next, I want to get my color in my eyebrows. Take your your brush for your eyebrows. You want to make sure they're nicely where they're all supposed to be. I mean, it's so dry that, I mean, I've got skin coming out. It's gross. I'm sorry, I know, but like even my eyebrows are dry. It's that bad. My lips are chapped and I can't put enough of anything on. Oh, one more thing. This NYX eyeshadow and highlight. I want to put this under my eye. I always do it before and after my eyes. This works wonders for when your eyeshadows, especially when they're dark and you get fallout. This really cleans up your eye. So I take a little bit, and this is a 224 brush. If you're going to get any brush, this is the brush that you want to have. I mean, I could probably use this brush for absolutely every part of my video. It's I know one of the more expensive brushes, but if you're gonna buy an expensive brush, buy the MAC 224 brush, the blending brush, large dome brush, best brush out there. I've had this for years, since, oh my gosh, I mean, before my son was born, and he's 8 now. So this is the brush to have, and you want to make sure that it's either the same color as your skin, maybe one shade lighter, because it will, if you have bags or any gray under there, it'll help to brighten up your eyes. So, and you can also use this blush for highlighting. Like if you take a shadow and you can just, which I'll probably do in some other videos. I mean, this brush is amazing. I should do a video where I only use that brush for my eye look. Okay, so now I'm going to do my color in my brows. I'm going to, oh goodness, where did that, I'm losing everything. I'm losing my mind. Okay, so I'm going to use this pouch of brushes. I'm using the angled, it's a gel liner brush technically. It's a flat, angled brush. I'm sure you've seen them. And what I color it in with my eyebrows. Now, like I said, you don't have to do this, but this is what I prefer. This is Makeup Geek's gel liner. Makeup Geek makes wonderful makeup. They really, really do. And I, suggest that you buy it. Not expensive. It's lasting me. I use this every time I put makeup on, and it's lasting me forever. I just dip this in there a couple of times, and I'm gonna have to be really super duper maybe quiet and pay attention for this so that I don't mess up my eyebrows. So sorry if I'm super quiet, but I need to make sure. You want this to color in blank spots to mess up any, if your eyebrows are not looking so good. Okay, I'm almost done with this one. And it helps to shape it. And I like using these. You can even, sometimes I put a shadow over it. See? Look at that. You can see like how much better the one looks than the other. So let's dip it in there. Again. And this is the eyebrow that I was having problems with that I tried to fix today, so let's see how well I did. Looks like I made it a little thinner. I'm Portuguese, so I kind of have to pluck like daily. I basically have Spock eyebrows. If I did not pluck my eyebrows daily, and you know how they say normally you're not supposed to pluck the top part of your eyebrow, if I didn't do that, honestly, my eyebrows would be so high, I'd be like this, walking around like I'm surprised all day long. That's how bad. I mean, yeah. Okay, now I have a little trick that I like to use for eyeshadow gel. I've been doing it for years. Who needs to buy $50 whatever wax when you can just use a travel size bottle of hair gel? This is hair. This is hair gel. What does hair gel do? It keeps it where it's supposed to be. So you spend like $1 at Target, and this thing's going to last me until like the year 3000. So I literally just bought this, and on my last one, I probably had like, when me and my husband first met back in 1997. No, but really, you don't need to always buy the expensive stuff. I mean, if you feel more comfortable buying the more expensive stuff, and that's what you're used to, go for it. But if I find something else that works, then this is what I'm going to do. I'm not trying to be a penny pitcher, it's just that hey, if it works, then do it. Also, it kind of like brightens up the color of your brows or brows. And it stays all day. It's perfect. See? Yeah, they look a lot better today. Okay, well, it's actually time to start the eyes, so I'm going to stop recording for this video. And when I come back in a second, we'll start for my eyes. So I'll be back in just a few minutes for the next video. Thank you guys. Love you. Bye.